What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Destiny, and we're gonna go check out Xr's loot. And yeah, just a pretty much every week. You guys probably know what we're doing. But this series has kind of become, because it's, well, I was originally gonna stop the series just because we kind of went through everything that Xr had. And then when the DLC hit, of course, I'd start back up again. But I just kind of like it. It's become like kind of an update video, almost like on things that happened this weekend, and it's perfect because it happens on Friday, which is the end of the week, so I can tell you guys what happened and what maybe I messed up on. And this week's mess up is basically, guys, I'm sorry I haven't got up so many videos. Usually I upload 2 a day, which is pretty good considering they're both edited pretty decently, and by decently I mean like I try. Yeah, usually I have 2 up for you guys. You guys I think had like two days this week where there's only 1. So apologies for that. And yeah, so I messed up on. Usually I like my consistency and knowing that I always push out a pretty decent amount of content, looking around at other YouTube people that don't necessarily do that. Anyways, Xr time, let's do this. Agent of the Nine, Xr. What do you have this week? I have no idea what he has. Red Death. Okay, that's actually pretty good considering Pulse Rifles just got a massive buff. So that's actually really goes really good with the patch that happened last week. Nothing really happened in Destiny, I think, thus far. Besides, like last week, a lot of shit happened where there's like a patch, buffs, and all that kind of shit. And then this week, it's just kind of like, yeah, kind of just waiting for House of Wolves. Just being honest. Anyways, Red Death. Sure, I guess we could start this one. This is a returner. I think this was the very first thing that came in Zerg's inventory, I think. Special weapon text says, Vanguard policy urges Guardians to destroy this weapon on sight. It is a Guardian killer. That means it's a beast in PvP. It is a bandit type weapon. It looks so freaking metal and shit. But it's sadly a pulse rifle, and I don't really like the sound of it that much or anything like that. It's just not my type of gun. If it had like a meaner sound, like, and instead it's like, just doesn't sound like it hits hard enough. It probably does. I'm pretty sure it's great, but its exotic perk is what makes it so amazing. I'm not going to go over all these things, but they just basically, this thing is like the prime time perfect multiplayer weapon, especially now that the buff increased pulse rifles increases the pulse rifle damage, so it's just really good now, I'd assume. People say it's doing monster work though. I haven't tried it because I don't have it, nor do I really want it, but I hear people that do like pulse rifles are wrecking with it. Anyways, Red Death. Each kill heals you and speeds up reload speed. Reload speed. Now this is insane because unlike the Shingen, I think it's what it's called, Shiros regime, and I say it. Basically, that gun also has a healing property, but the only thing that's shitty is it has a chanced healing property, and it's only a chance to, I think, restart your healing, where this just adds a chunk of health onto your health, which is awesome, because I'm pretty sure the Shingen just activates when that chance does proc. It only just regenerates it, like starts the regenerization before it having that dead time. Anyways, you're going to need helium filaments. Why does everything take helium filaments? Every gun that I've seen takes that, which is fucking annoying. Maybe it's shotguns that don't take that. Do shotguns take that? No, yeah, they take spinning metal. Maybe it's just like a type of gun thing then. What's this take? Oh, it's spinning metal. All right, I'm getting proven wrong. I thought everything took like helium filaments. Anyways, Clouds of Akhmenhara. Yeah, now since this is an Akhmenhara thing, it's going to be all creepy and shit, I'm pretty sure. Look at all this life, oh bear of mine. That's like Akhmenhara's thing, oh bear of mine. Like just kind of a person that has him at that said time. Anyways, look at all this beautiful life, oh bear of mine. There is so much left to burn. Ooh. Ah, man, I love Akhmenhara's stuff just because it's just like you have that crazy friend that's ready to destroy shit. And in this situation where we are fighting demons and shit, and well, not really demons, darkness, which are just like various degrees of awfulness. Anyways, you're gonna need that psychopath. You are going to need helium filaments. Look at that, I was right. Anyways, it does strength and discipline and no really intellect. All right, well, that actually makes sense because it's special perk and stuff. Anyways, boom. This is a returner, so I'm not going to go through every single thing. So yeah, that's what all of these do. Anyways, the Whispers. Now this grants an additional melee ability, I guess, for the Warlock. Scorch and Energy Drain, so that's Voidwalker and a Sunsinger, so these are good for both. They'll give you another melee, and this is really good in PvP, so if you're a PvP player and you are a Warlock, get this. I hear it's really crazy, especially if you couple it with a shotgun, just playing really up close personal, just keep meleeing people, just ruins them. And yeah, I heard it's a good combo. Then we have this one. This one's actually pretty cool. The Knucklehead Raider, probably one of the exotics that I had for the longest in the beginning. And yeah, it gives you a lot of strength, and it requires helium fucking filaments always. Anyways, its special abilities lets you you can have any primary weapon and you can see your radar still, which is pretty good if you're tactical about using your camera in the Crucible. And if you hate that, if you hate people that do that, or like hide behind a corner waiting for you to pop out, there is modes now that actually cancel out your map, so that's solved for you. So props to you, Bungie. Anyways, so yeah, pretty good overall. If you play multiplayer, if you don't play multiplayer, it's not that useful. And most weapons, well, not most, some weapons have a chance to actually have a perk that does that, so it's good, but it's not like it. I swear, the Hunter's exotics are not too crazy. Like, again, this gives you another perk in the skill tree. That's pretty overpowered. This basically makes it so your one thing, it makes it so it blinds every enemy it walks into, which is insanely helpful. Crazy good exotic. This one is like the only notable one we have, and it's for Blade Dancers, and yeah, like I don't know, I feel like the whole Hunters are getting the cold shoulder. This one increases our Arc Bolt, which is kind of nice, but again, having an additional grenade entirely for, like, you know, the Titan has that ability and one of its exotics, that's kind of overpowered. Anyways, Knucklehead Radar with this, yeah, I already explained it, sorry, an insurmountable skull fort. I still have no idea what the fuck that is. Anyways, all right, I'm not gonna read that. You guys can have fun. Invincible type is pretty much the only thing you need to notice about that. You need Martian rock in order to do that. Iron, relic iron, or Mars bars. Relic iron, probably more. This gives you discipline. Why? I'm pretty sure its special exotic perk doesn't have to do with fists. Oh, I mean grenades, sorry. Anyways, this is what it gives you, boop, 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 boop. And this is its special perk, or special exotic perk. Improved transfusions. Oh, okay, no, that makes sense, all right. Kills with Storm Fist immediately trigger health regeneration. That is regeneration, so it's not necessarily like a chunk of your health back on. It's just kind of going to start you regenerating, which is actually really helpful, especially in PvP. If you're like, you just finish off one dude and then you, if you beat one dude, if you take another person out of the picture in multiplayer, just to be getting an end punch would like quickly regenerate yourself, so I guess that would come in handy there. Don't really see this thing coming, actually could be pretty handy in PvE, so like doing raids and stuff like that, just being able to regenerate your health and stay alive would be really good. And in Crow's End, when you get to the final stage of the boss where you cannot regenerate health, I would imagine this does that as well, so fucking awesome. And yeah, you automatically respawn with a full Fist of Havoc. Storm Fist, that's what it's called, in your inventory, similar to the grenade one we have where it increases its damage, but on top of that, it actually gives us one when we spawn in, so it's similar to that perk. Awesome. Sweetness. That's why the discipline is there, I guess. And that's everything. And then we got our exotic shard, exotic shard. And then we got our engram. I can't buy these. You know, it's also a bunch of shit, guys. You know, last time I was so excited for Akminhara's mask for the Warlock. Okay, here's the problem. I was like, all right, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna grind up this coin sometime tonight and do it. I actually got a game that was called Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. I forgot how much of a fan of Dragon Ball I was, and that game just hit my childhood so hard. So I was like, ah, shit. And then it was Sunday, and I was editing parts because I wanted to play more, so I have to get them out on YouTube in order to play more, just because I don't want to have so many videos stacked up, so it's so intimidating. So I was editing, and then as soon as it was like 10:40, I was like, oh my god, I forgot to do it, and I was so pissed. Whatever, it's shitty, of course, but you know, whatever. Shit happens. Also, I'm wearing this. I'm not sure about it. I like it. It's a short sleeve, which is not good because my arms are not impressive in any manner, but fuck it. I'm gonna need a long sleeve shirt or something. Alright guys, so then we got the upgrades. If you had a weapon before the damage buff for guns patch happened, then you can upgrade those things that are not the normal damage thing, but at this point you probably should have them all upgraded just cause yeah. Anyways, we have ammo synths that you can also get. Very cheap. I've seen people just have so much of this. I think you can actually just keep buying it and buying it and buying it. Even if you go over your amount that you can hold, it'll just start delivering them to your mailbox, so you can have just an insane amount, which is awesome. Anyway, so if you are new to Destiny, these are telemetries. What they do is boost your weapon's experience gain. So basically you can level up a weapon a lot quicker, but make sure you use this in a time in which you are doing that. Not really good with patrols. Make sure you're doing it in some sort of nightfall or strike or something like that, and you'll be leveling up your weapons extremely quickly, so yeah. So we got scout rifles, machine guns, rocket launchers, and then we got our Sparrow stuff, which this stuff kind of just... it just kind of changes the general looks. Like it's more of an aesthetic thing, and it gives you a tiny bit more speed, but it's more for like an awesome trail behind your bike or something like that. It's not really for the speed or anything like that. It's like having an awesome trail behind you. I wish I would have waited for a blue one. I'm not sure if that even exists, but that'd be cool, right? Right? So guys, that's been Exer. Bye, Exer. You're beautiful. Not really my kind of gear. Also, again, I haven't played Destiny at all because I got entrenched in other games, which is awesome. And also bad because I do like this game. Anyways, last week I made a mistake and I said this one is what has the Pocket Infinity. That is not the case. What actually has the Pocket Infinity is this one. Not the Pocket Infinity, sorry, the Invective, the one I want, because Shotgun's got a boost and Invective is a beast. So I really want that. That is the one I have to do. That is super easy. Not dying in strikes. I could easily do that. That's probably the one I'm going to continue with. But I'm not sure if I missed the first chunk of the video I made of it. Like I recorded just like, you know, starting the quest. I'm not sure what happened to anything else, so I might just start it from here and just kind of show you guys just a random gameplay. It won't be like a guide like I wanted it to be, but it'll just be me. It'll be a video, and I'll make it okay, I hope. So yeah. Oh, also yeah, baddest person in the comments told me that. So if you are listening to this video or seeing it, then thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And yeah. As of Destiny, guys, it's kind of dry a little bit. Just not because it's not fun anymore, but just because I've done a lot of the stuff over and over again. I know you guys haven't seen that much stuff because I play off camera, of course. Every video you guys haven't seen is not my entire time in Destiny, because you need to grind up for Glimmer. You need to just generally want to play the game. You want to keep rolling those. Oh my god, thank God. You want to keep rolling the dice to see if you get an awesome weapon, and then I want to show you guys that weapon, so I keep trying to roll those dice. And yeah, I've done that, and the Nightfalls are kind of stale for me, and the reason why oh my god, ooh, no, I sealed my fate by jumping, but the reason why Nightfalls are no longer really amazing to me is just because they are a strike. It's a strike with a lot more difficulty and a lot less forgiving, which is fun, but then again, it's also time consuming if you're given a shitty strike to do. Like if you have people in your group, it's pretty much easy time, but if you're lone wolfing it, one little thing can fuck you and it just ruins the whole thing. You start to get mad and you're like, fuck this. So yeah, that's why I kind of don't do Nightfalls anymore. But yeah, guys, essentially, I'm pretty sure everyone is in the Destiny community is like this, where we're just waiting for House of Wolves, because that's the next kind of big bite of an amazing sandwich. The sandwich is Destiny. But the condiments that we're nibbling on are pretty decent at sustaining most people. So that's nice. Let's go check out the colors. I'm not sure if they changed anything. There was an update when I jumped into the game, but I'm not sure what they changed. Or what they updated. Oh, I found something up, by the way, this weekend. I think I have it. I probably should. It's my main thing, right? Yeah. I kind of already knew this, but I never really thought about it. But this is a Splinter Cell Easter egg. I'm pretty sure it's. I don't know. The reasons why I heard it was a Splinter Cell thing is because it's exactly in the line of Splinter Cell, and you could be like, oh, it's the Hive. But then again, there's this quote that says, "It wasn't me. It was the third man." In Splinter Cell, there was third echelon, so. Maybe, I don't know. It's like really, it's not quite blunt. You know what I mean? So it could be multiple things. It could also be the Hive or something of their like belief culture. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the first one I said, which is it's a Splinter Cell Easter egg because it's funner. It's better that way. Nothing new. Okay, where is Yellow? Where is Yellow in this? Who the fuck wears yellow pants? If you do that, you are just stamped as a hipster, my friend. Like, goddamn, that is insane. But yeah, guys. Oh, also, guys, I am hopefully going to be getting a different microphone. Although, not to say that mine's bad. I talked about this a little bit in, I think it was Dragon Ball Z, maybe, or was it? No, I think it was Far Cry. I think it was Far Cry. Yeah. Those videos are up, by the way. Love that game. I think they're good videos too, because they're kind of like Far Cry is always a pretty game to play and stuff like that. And I always try to edit it in a different way as well. Anyways, I'm trying to get a new microphone just because. I like the one I have actually a really good microphone, and it's quite expensive. It's actually the Blue Yeti, and that's what most people kind of use. But the thing I kind of want is this thing called the Audio Technica, and it's used by Achievement Hunter and stuff like that. And I was listening to the sound difference between the Yeti and the Audio Technica, and the Yeti has great sound, but the reason why it's so expensive is because it does 1,000 things pretty damn good. whereas the Audio Technica only has like 2 or 3 things one thing it does, which is just it captures right in front of you, and that's the only thing it does. So it cuts out all the background sounds, so you guys won't be able to hear that, I don't think. If you guys probably won't be able to hear that, and it just kind of focuses on your voice, and that's the kind of thing that I want. Whereas this one, the Yeti, which is why it's so expensive, is that it does 1,000 things, like records all around you and all that kind of stuff. So I really want the Audio Technica just because it will focus on my voice alone. The only thing I'm a bit worried about is that I have to get really close to the mic, and I'm not sure if that's going to be maybe a little annoying. And also, if you guys, like, it does sound a little bit better when I do get a tiny bit close. The reason why that is just because I'm generally close. You can hear my voice a little bit crisper. I think I might be in editing being like, guess what, I'm wrong. But yeah, the reason why I don't have it like this is because it would look like this when I'm recording, and I don't think that looks good for face cam, so I say no to that. But yeah, definitely make a channel update showing you guys that, because I love showing you guys new tech that I bought myself to improve the channel and stuff like that, improve the content, because I love that a lot. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, this has been Destiny. This has been Xr's Loot. His loot cache this week is pretty good, considering I'm pretty sure Bungie is starting to pull the cords of what Xr has, because they should at this point, because everything has been in its circuit at least once, so it's not like crazy. But yeah, having the pulse rifle right there, especially the Red Death of all the pulse rifles in the game, which is a crazy good pulse rifle, considering that the update last week actually had a pulse rifle damage increase. It's just uncanny, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if Bungie had a little hand in making that happen. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching as always, and later, guys.